We're still in May, and we're still doing mixed up fairy tales. And this one is cute. It's not really a fairy tale, but it is fairy tale characters. And it's called Who's the Grossest of Them All? And it's by Susan McElroy Montanaro. Who's the nastiest, most horrible creature in the forest? Goblin growled at his reflection. I am, he declared, adjusting his hat. I shall take a stroll through the forest so that others may appreciate my horribleness. As Goblin passed Witch's house, she took one look at him and slammed the gingerbread shutters shut. How rude, he thought. A big bad wolf cowered behind an oak tree. Goblin tipped his hat. The wolf scurried away, his tail tucked between his legs. Goblin came to a river. Stepping onto the bridge, he heard a strange rumbling coming from below. Who's that trembling on my bridge? The grumbling voice rumbled. It is I, Goblin, the nastiest, most horrible creature in the forest, Goblin answered with a wave of his hand. Impossible, the voice boomed. I, Troll, am the nastiest, most horrible creature in the forest. Ha! Goblin snorted. Prove it. Troll spit on his hands and ran them through his matted hair until the gnarly strands stood straight up. Satisfied, he slithered from beneath the bridge. Great gooseberries, you are hideous, Goblin exclaimed. And you're completely grotesque, Troll marveled. I've never seen anything like you. I have to admit, I can't decide which of us is viler, Goblin said. Shall we find someone else to judge? Troll suggested. Before long, a man and a goat came clip-clopping by. Good sir, Goblin bowed, would you be so kind as to distinguish which of us is the grossest? Peeking over the goat's shoulder, the man shuddered. You are both just utterly horrifying. Troll pulled back his blubbery lips, and Goblin made sure all 152 of his glittery teeth were on display. Choose, he hissed. The man pointed at Troll. Since puke purple is my least favorite color, I would have to say, you are the most disgusting. Troll let out a hoot and did a victory dance. Thank you, he shouted as the man and the goat hurried on their way. Congratulations, Goblin held out his hand. You win. Seeing the wretched look on his rival's face, Troll said, hold on now. That's just one opinion. Perhaps we should go for another. Soon, an old woman, pushing her wheelbarrow, came to the bridge. Hello, madam, Troll said, startling her. If it isn't too much of a bother, could you please discern which of us is the grossest? From beneath the wheelbarrow, the woman studied Troll's slimy skin and greasy hair, then turned to Goblin and squinted at his bulbous nose and dangerously sharp teeth. At last she said, You are equally loathsome. What if I do this? Troll jammed his thumbs in his ears and wiggled his fingers. Then he stuck out his tongue and blew raspberries. Gasping, the woman turned away, not to be outdone. Goblin put his hand in his armpit and pumped his arm up and down, producing ghostly sounds. The woman pointed at Goblin and fled. "Madam, madam," he called after her. "You've left your pumpkins." "I don't think she cares," said Troll. "Anyway, that one goes to you. Congratulations." 2 out of 3, Goblin asked, and Troll agreed. Before long, a small child carrying a basket came to the bridge. "Try not to scare her," Goblin whispered. "Right," Troll grumbled. Excuse me, little girl," he said in his most polite voice. "I'm not little," said the girl. "I'm big. What do you want?" "We would like to know which of us is the grossest." The little girl put her finger up her nose. "Which one of you is grosser?" she repeated, twisting her finger around and around and around. "Let me think," and she pulled it out with a big glob of green slime, tapped her chin, and then pointed at Troll and said, "You're totally revolting." "Thank you," Troll said, leaning away. And then the girl's finger circled back to pause precariously close to her mouth. Then she waved it at Goblin and said, "You're really repulsive too." You're very kind." Goblin shifted sideways. The girl stared at the two of them, wiggling her finger back and forth, until finally she wiped the finger down the front of her dress and said, "The grossest one is..." And Goblin and Troll grabbed each other. "You!" they screamed together. Troll dove over the side of the bridge, landing kerplop in the water, and swam furiously away. As Goblin followed, his hat tumbled from his head and landed down near the girl's feet. The girl shrugged, picked up the hat, stuck it on her head. "I win," she declared, and skipped merrily all the way home. The end. Thank you for joining me for this fun story of who's the grossest of them all.